Over the past few years, a wave of political propaganda films have pushed a specific stereotype. They portray the Hindu as a strictly vegetarian figure in a world of non-vegetarians. In political debates and online forums, this narrative goes further. Consuming meat, especially beef, is presented as an attack on the religion itself. But this pie chart of actual dietary habits, based on Pew Research data, reveals that a 56% majority of Hindus are non-vegetarian. Isolating the Brahmin demographic shows a similar trend. Within this group, known for the strictest dietary rules, 45% consume meat. If the majority of Hindus eat meat, fish, and sometimes even beef, how did strict vegetarianism become recognized as the standard marker of Hindu purity? To find the answer, we have to look past modern debates and examine the foundational scriptures. In the ancient Sanskrit texts of the Mahabharata, the Pandava brothers survive in the forest by hunting and eating deer. Similarly, the Valmiki Ramayana describes Lord Rama and Lakshmana hunting and consuming roasted meat. The scriptural guidelines were straightforward. Meat consumption was accepted, as long as it followed ritual protocols or was offered to the gods and ancestors first. This isn't just ancient history. Millions of Hindus follow these exact traditions across India today. At the Kamakya temple in Assam, goddesses are offered fish and mutton. At the Munyayandi Swami temple in Tamil Nadu, the deity is served chicken and mutton biryani, which is then distributed to devotees as prasad. The pure veg mandate is a departure from both these foundational texts and the active religious traditions observed in temples right now. The rules began to shift significantly around the 5th century BC. This was the era when Mahavira and the Jains began preaching a diet based on ahimsa, or absolute non-violence. Early Buddhists also promoted vegetarianism as a core practice. This ideology spread rapidly. Because it rejected the violence of animal sacrifice, it challenged the existing social hierarchy and the authority of the upper castes. To reclaim their social and moral status, Brahmins and wealthy merchants adopted strict vegetarianism. They used this diet to assert that they were purer than the masses who continued to eat meat. Decades later, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar deeply analyzed the profound social consequences of this historical shift. He noted that food restrictions created distinct social barriers. One line separated vegetarians from meat eaters, but a second, sharper line was drawn between those who ate beef and those who did not. This rule was used to define the boundaries of untouchability. Maintaining a strictly vegetarian diet required the economic means to afford a variety of plant-based proteins. Over time, it became a marker of economic privilege and a tool for caste enforcement. Geography also plays a role. A topographical map shows that physical environment shapes the diet far more than scripture alone. In coastal states like Kerala and West Bengal, the geography is dominated by water. Out of necessity, fish became the primary source of daily protein. In these regions, high-caste Hindus buy and consume fish as a normal part of life. It is integrated into cultural rituals and traditional wedding ceremonies. Contrast this with the landlocked states of the north and west, like Rajasthan and Haryana. Here, extensive dairy farming and large-scale wheat cultivation are far more practical, making a strictly vegetarian diet much easier to maintain. Treating the regional diet of the northern plains as the universal standard of Hinduism ignores the geographical reality of the majority of the country. Today, this historical myth is used in the political arena to mobilize voters. In the northern Hindi belt, politicians often demonize meat consumption, using the issue of beef to polarize the electorate. But the strategy changes when those same political parties campaign in states like Kerala or across the Northeast. In regions where meat eating is the norm, the narrative flips. Politicians who advocate for national beef bans in the north have promised to provide high-quality beef to win local elections in these states. Choosing a vegetarian diet for ethical, environmental, or health reasons is a valid individual choice, but using that choice to claim religious superiority or enforce social hierarchies contradicts India's history, its scriptures, and its living reality.